talking to some of my friends who also use Zwift. It seems that despite the wide variety of ways you can use the platform, a lot of us get stuck into one way of using it without using it to its full. So if you want to increase your Zwift experience, there are 10 ways that you can. The first way is just riding. It's probably the way you first rode on Zwift as you're getting used to the platform. But it's not just for Zwift newbies, as hopping on the game just for an unstructured ride doesn't mean you're not getting something from it. You can recon some routes, get some training done by riding at efforts according to the terrain, or just simply for enjoyment. It's the quickest way to get going when you fire up Zwift. Zwift has a number of achievements you can unlock in the game, and the majority of them are route achievement badges. You gain these badges by completing the preset Zwift routes in each of the Zwift worlds. They can range from just a handful of kilometers to over 100 miles. A lot of these can be ticked off in under an hour of riding, however the longer routes will need a good couple of hours to gain that route achievement badge. Scattered throughout the worlds are a number of sprint and K or QOM segments. Based on the sprint and climb banners you'll see in cycling tour stages, but work more like Strava segments. Each segment has a start and finish line, and your result is taken from the time it takes you to ride between the 2 points. Sprints are usually on the flat and are no more than a few hundred meters long, whereas the climbs can stretch for kilometers and are, of course, uphill. So if you want to test yourself against those on the platform without taking part in a full-blown race, the segments are the great place to start. Individual workouts are the way I spend most of my time on Zwift. They can be chosen from the workout menu and are broken up into sections depending on their type. The gain screen will then tell you what power to ride at and for how long. If you have erg mode switched on, the game will control your smart meter so that no matter your cadence, it will ensure that you are putting out the correct power, as long as you are still working. Training plans are a series of workouts designed to be completed over a certain number of weeks. There are usually between 2 and 5 workouts per week, with set deadlines to complete them by. You can choose to skip workouts and still continue with the plan, but the idea is to complete them all in the set time frame, as each training plan has a theme. Whether you want to improve your FTP, get ready for racing, or maintain your fitness over winter. Using the app, you can book yourself onto an organised group ride with other Zwifters. Open the app and click on events, and use the filter to ensure that only group rides are ticked. Jump into a world, any world, and Zwift will take you to the holding pen before the ride starts. Here you can chat to your fellow riders before the off, and ride leaders may use this time to set out the rules of the ride, pace, watts per kilo, etc. Racing on Zwift is the next step up from group rides, and you can book onto them in the same way using the app. But the starts are fast and furious. You may find your highest power of the race is in that first 10 seconds as you race out the starting pen. Races are generally less than an hour, although you can find some much longer races, though these are less common. Make sure to check the route first to see if it fits your rider type. Are you a sprinter? Try a crit round the Bell Lap course. Or are you a climber? Routes with the suffix after party are usually summit finishes, so those will suit you best. Although time trials are races, they are different to the previous entry. Riders are set off from a conveyor belt type pen and ride alone to the finish as quickly as possible. There is no drafting and usually no power categories, meaning that every race is against someone else, but mainly it's against yourself. Ride these once a week and watch yourself improve each time. Group training rides are a cross between a workout and a group ride. In these workouts, the group will stay together, meaning no matter what your power is compared to someone else's, you will all stay together. When on the events page of the app, if you click on the group of people at the top and hit Create Meetup, you can tailor a group ride to your preferences. Choose the date you want to hold your meetup and select the world and course. The great thing is that you can limit your meetup to time, so that if you don't have enough time to complete the full route you've chosen, you and your attendees can drop out at the set end time. Keeping everyone together on the ride means that despite any differences in ability, all the riders will stay as a group. Meetup Only View removes all the other riders in the world from your view, meaning that you can enjoy a whole Zwift world with just you and your friends. Thanks for watching our 10 ways to use Zwift video. Hopefully you can take something from this to enhance the next time you're on the game. Do we miss out your favourite way to use Zwift? Let us know how you use Zwift in the comments and share it with our community. And if you haven't already, click the subscribe button because it releases a little rush of dopamine to our brains.